Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Turkish ebook before it's gone.
Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Hi, I'm Seda. Welcome to turkishclass101.com. Today we'll learn about nationalities. Why nationalities? Because it's one of the first things to be asked, or you ask a person when you are visiting a foreign country. And Turkish people are specifically, I think, curious about other people's nationality. So let's start, okay? Actually, before we start, let's learn about how to ask another person's nationality. And before we do that, I need to remind you something about Turkish grammar. In Turkish, the pronouns are a little bit different than in English. I mean, the you, the second you, the plural you, has two meanings actually. One is you in like more than one person. When you call you to two people, you may say you, or you may say you to one person in the plural form, but you are more formal. If that person is older than you are, or if that person is someone that you don't know very well, or you are in a work environment, you may use the second you. So the first you is sen. It's informal singular, sen. And the second you is siz. It's either formal singular you or informal plural you. So keep that in mind, and remember that we have two forms of asking where are you from. The first one is nerelisin. Nerelisin. Where are you from? Nerelisin. This is the informal way of asking a person. Nerelisin. And the second one is nerelisiniz. Nerelisiniz. Again, where are you from? Nerelisiniz. This is either asking more than one person, like where are you all from? Or asking one person but that you don't know very well, or you want to be formal for some reason, then you would say nerelisiniz. And if someone in Turkey or someone who is speaking Turkish asks only you nerelisiniz, you would understand that that person is being very polite to you. Since you don't have anybody with you, you are just one person, it means that the speaker is being polite. So keep that in mind. Now we know that we can say nerelisin or nerelisiniz to ask about nationality. And now let's see how we answer. For example, in English, if someone asks where are you from, I would say I am from Turkey, which means that I answer with my country. My answer is my country. Where are you from? Because the question is that. And I would say I am from Turkey. But in Turkish, when someone asks you where are you from, you would say I am Turk. That's how we answer. So let's see Turkish examples. Türküm. Nerelisin? Türküm. I am a Turk. Türküm. Or ben Türküm. Türküm. Again, we'll have to talk about grammar a little bit here. In Turkish, there is no separate verb for to be. In English, it's to be verb is am, is, are, and you can easily spot it in a sentence. I am from Turkey. He is from Turkey. They are from Turkey. You can spot am, is, are there. But in Turkish, we add the to be verb to the noun, to the nationality. In this case, to Turk. So I say Türk That is the to be verb here. I know it can be a little confusing, but you'll get it when we talk more about other examples. To be verb in Turkish takes the form of a suffix, which is added to the noun. So instead of I am, we say im, yim, yum. So I know, and this is only for I am, not for he is or you are, they are, we are, etc. It's just for I am. How do we decide which one to use? Like, am I gonna use the or yim or yum? For that, you need to know about vowel harmony rules. I'm not gonna go into it right now because it's a complicated subject, but know this. In Turkish, we categorize our consonants and vowels. And our vowels are harmonious, we think, some vowels are harmonious with specific vowels. For example, a is harmonious with a, or or o, or u. Again, e is harmonious with e, and u. So we add, if we are gonna add a suffix to a noun, we look at the vowels and we choose the harmonious vowel suffix to add. It may be confusing at first, as I said it before, but it will get easier. And I already mentioned about yum, yim suffixes as well. What about that y at the beginning? In Turkish, there's another rule. Normally, two vowels can't come together. It has to be one vowel, one constant. One vowel, one constant. One vowel, one constant. Of course, there are exceptions. And when you look at those exceptional words, those words are coming from another language, either French or Arabic or another language, but they are not Turkish-based language words. So that's why out of rule. Every Turkish word has to follow that order. Vowel, constant, or constant, vowel. If your word ends with a vowel and you have to add a suffix, then it doesn't work because they are both vowels. So you put y, the letter y, in between to make it work. So that's why the different suffixes. So enough with the grammar, right? I know it may be confusing, but relax, you'll get it in a minute. Anyway, let's look at our examples so we get used to the suffixes. For example, if I want to say I am an American, I would say Amerikalıyım. Amerikalıyım. Don't forget, this is an answer to where are you from? Like normally you would say I'm from America in English, but in Turkish you say Amerikalıyım. Or İranlıyım. I'm from Iran. İranlıyım. Or Güney Amerikalıyım. Güney Amerikalıyım. I am from South Africa, or I am South African in English. Another example, Koreliyim. Koreliyim. I am from Korea, or I am Korean. Another example, Çinliyim. Çinliyim. I am from China, or I am Chinese. Çinliyim. Another example, İtalyanım. I am Italian, or I am from Italy. İtalyanım. İtalyanım. So, these are our examples. Please check out our other videos about nationalities, and we have vocabulary lists in the site, so you can learn about your own nationality as well. And before I go, I want to talk about some aspects of these nationalities and Turkish people's mindset. Turkish people are curious about which city you are from. If you're a Turkish person, they need to know that you are from Istanbul, you are from Ankara, you are from Adana. So I don't know why. I've never seen something like that. For example, in United States, nobody, you may mention it. You can say, I was born in California or something like that, or I used to live in California. You can say it, but I didn't see people asking, no, where are you from? Like, which city you are from? Like, it's not something they are really curious about. But in Turkey, if you're in a taxi, for example, and you are going somewhere and you are chatting with the driver, and almost all the time, they ask you, where are you from? Like, and you say, I'm from Istanbul, and I'm from Istanbul, actually, and they don't believe it. If you say, I'm from Istanbul, they ask you again. The reason is there are a lot of people living in Istanbul, like 20 million people living in Istanbul, and most of those people came from other cities. Their native, their birthplace, someplace else. But some people like me, I'm born in Istanbul, but it's not enough. Even if you're born in Istanbul, it's not enough. Because if your parents are from another city, for example, if my mom if my mom is from Izmir, then it means that I'm from Izmir. Or if my father is from Ankara, that means I'm from Ankara, not from Istanbul. Where are my wolves coming here, And my parents are also from Istanbul. They were born in Istanbul, and my grandparents are from Istanbul as well. So this fact confuses very many people. So they keep asking like, no, where are you actually from? And I said, no, I'm from Istanbul. And at some point I decided to answer that, one of my parents are from, relatives are from Izmir. So I only now answer, yeah, I'm from Istanbul, my parents are from Izmir, and they feel relaxed because they know where I am from. I don't know why the obsession, but you may get, that's why keep in mind that you may get asked a lot of your nationality, which city, which country, why you're here. Turkish people are very curious. Don't be offended by it. It's just the way we are, I think. Okay guys, I hope you liked the lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And if you want to comment about your nationality, or if you have funny stories about nationalities, if you were, in Turkey and you had a, funny experience with the taxi drivers, please leave the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description. Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, All the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So, click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And how to speak more of your target language. Since you're learning the language, then you're very much aware of the importance of speaking, which can be easy if you're an extrovert or hard if you're an introvert. So, how can you speak more if you're on the shy side? Keep watching this month's episode. You'll discover who learns faster, extroverts or introverts, why learning a language can help you become more extroverted, and 5 ways to speak more, even if you're an introvert. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Sport and Exercise Conversation Cheat Sheet. Want to talk about fitness in your target language? You'll learn over 50 words and phrases for sports and exercise with this brand new cheat sheet. Second, the 40 words and phrases for ordering food writing workbook. With this free resource, you'll pick up must-know words and phrases for the restaurant and practice writing them out as well. Third, the top 12 April Fool's phrases. Want to be able to say some outrageous phrases in your target language for April Fool's Day? Then you'll want this April Fool's phrase list. Fourth, can you talk about your bones in your target language? Learn how to say words like skull, ribs, spine, and much more with this quick vocab bonus. Fifth, 20 must-know jewelry vocabulary. Do you know how to say earrings or necklace in your target language? If you don't, then this vocab lesson is for you. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? And how to speak more of your target language. Part 1. Do extroverts or introverts learn languages faster? If you've ever wondered whether introverts or extroverts learn the language faster, there have been studies done on this. And as you'd expect, extroverts do have an advantage when it comes to speaking and overall conversational skills. Of course, these studies didn't take into account mistakes you may make, such as grammar, vocab, etc. And introverts? Introverts tend to observe and listen more, and tend to be better listeners. Do you agree with these findings? Leave a comment. So the key takeaway is they each have their own advantages. One has something that the other lacks. And that makes sense, doesn't it? If you speak less, your speaking skills will be weaker. And if you want to just speak a lot, you get good at speaking but miss out on the other skills, like listening and reading. So unfortunately, you can't really say who learns faster based on personality alone, just that each one has their advantages and disadvantages. But personality aside, success with a language will always depend on your attitude towards learning itself and how much time you put in. The person that has a better chance of becoming fluent will always be the one that puts in more time to learn, practice, get feedback, adjust with the feedback, and not so much about whether they're extroverted or introverted. But what if you're an introvert who wants to be able to speak more? Is there a way to become more extroverted? Part 2. How to speak more, even if you're an introvert. There are ways to become more extroverted, at least more than your usual self. How? Well, first, by learning a language. When you learn a language, you have a natural desire to connect with native speakers, even if you're shy. Also, native speakers tend to be very supportive and welcoming when you're trying to learn their language. So even if you're shy, it's kind of hard to stay shy in the long run when the people you speak with are so encouraging. In your native language, even if you know a million ways to start a conversation, you might not try to speak to someone because you're worried about whether you have something clever to say or the timing or some other social aspect. But in another language, where you may only know a few phrases, you're not bogged down by that. You just do the best you can with the few phrases you have. Plus, learning a language alone gives you a chance to reinvent yourself. To learn another language is to acquire another soul, as the quote goes. So, learning a language alone puts you on a path towards becoming more extroverted. But if you want specific tips, here are 5 ways to speak more, even if you're an introvert. Number 1. Learn how to listen like an introvert. How can this help you to speak more? Introverts tend to listen more, and the better listener you become, the better questions you can ask, which results in a more meaningful conversation, which also means more speaking time for you. So you can speak more, even if you consider yourself an introvert, by listening well and asking relevant and pertinent questions. By the way, if you want to learn how to ask questions, then check out our top 25 questions you need to know, where you'll learn all about what to ask and answer regarding the most common conversational questions. Number 2, increase speaking time and confidence through experience. Simply put, the more experiences you have in life or experience with certain topics, the more knowledgeable you become. And as your life or work experiences grow, so will your audience. You'll find people coming to you to talk to you. It could be about business, travel, or just your own life stories. If a conversation is about France, and if you've been to France, the conversation will gravitate towards you. Having all that experience makes things easy for you as an introvert. People will come to you, so you don't have to find them. For a language learner, the tricks are to 1. Be knowledgeable about something, and 2. Be able to talk about your experience in the target language. Number 3. Find the right audience. Imagine talking to someone that's not interested in learning languages. They'll give you 100 reasons why they can't learn, never reasons why it might work out for them, right? But when you're talking to an audience that's interested in languages, then you can have a conversation that could go on for hours. So find the right audience to share with. With language learning, it means you need to find native speakers that share the same hobbies or interests as you. Number 4, talk about what you know best. The introvert-extrovert dynamic also depends on how much you know about a topic and what you're most comfortable with. There are topics you may not know enough about, so you won't talk as much. But even the biggest introvert can become a confident speaker once you touch upon a topic they know well. That's where they shine. So if your goal is to be more extroverted, then focus on the things you know about. Or you can always gain experience in topics you don't know much about so you can speak more. Number 5, create opportunities to speak. How? Well, it's hard to stop a stranger and start talking with them without any context, right? But what if you need help finding something at a store? Or have a question about a dish at a restaurant? Then it's much easier since you're there with a purpose. So you can create these opportunities by going to a restaurant from the country that speaks your target language and speaking with the staff, or asking a taxi driver a question, or asking staff at an information booth a question. So to recap, if you want to speak more, even if you're an introvert, 1. Listen like an introvert. 2. Increase speaking time and confidence through experience. 3. Find the right audience. 4. Talk about what you know best. And 5. Create opportunities to speak. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about how tipping points will bring you closer to your language goals. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye!
Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Herkese merhaba. Ben Seda. Hi everybody, my name is Seda. Welcome to turkishclass101.com. Today we will talk about the forms of transportation related words. Are you guys ready? Even though public transportation affected negatively due to COVID-19 pandemic, it's a huge part of our modern lives. In Turkey, cars are really expensive because of taxes, and big cities such as Istanbul are very crowded and jammed. So public transportation is a lifesaver in most cases. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first word is metro, subway, metro, metro, subway. Metroyu kaçırdım. I missed the subway. It happens, I hate it. Metroyu kaçırdım. We don't have the subway everywhere in Turkey, but in big cities we have them and they're great because you don't get stuck in traffic. I love it. I love it. Tren. It may sound similar with English. Train. Tren. Tren. Tren. Tren kaçta geliyor? When is the train coming? If I say it faster, I would not say the last R. Tren kaçta geliyor? Tren kaçta geliyor? I've talked about this before in another video. Check it out if you haven't watched it yet. It was about the cost of living in Turkey, I think. And in Istanbul, we call the train, tren, Marmaray, which is a proper name, like my name. It is because Marmara Sea is in between the city in Istanbul. You may know the Bosphorus. If you don't know what it is, Google it and check it out. The pictures they're beautiful. So in Istanbul, the train goes under the sea through Bosphorus to cross between the Anatolian and European sides of the city. And because of the Marmara Sea, we call it Marmaray. But this is only for Istanbul. Train is called Marmaray in Istanbul. In other places, it is called tren. Okay? Tren. So the next one is uçak. Airplane. Uçak. Uçak. Uçak. And uçmak is to fly. Uçaktan korkuyorsun. Again, we are like, I don't say the R that much. You are afraid of airplanes. Uçaktan korkuyorsun. Yeah, I do. Not afraid exactly, but I don't enjoy flying that much. Not my cup of tea. Otobüs. Next one. Bus. Otobüs. Otobüs. Otobüs, tren, minibüs, ship, beep. We have a song like that. Otobüs, tren, minibüs, ship, beep. Otobüs durağı nerede? Where is the bus station? Otobüs durağı nerede? We use buses a lot, and now thanks to the technology, we can learn about buses whereabouts through our, phone apps. There are barcodes on bus stops, and you can use your phone to read and see the schedule and don't miss it, hopefully. But sometimes you miss it anyway. Taxi. Taxi, it's the same. Taxi. Taxi. Hey, hey, hey, taxi. Bütün işlerim gitti aksi. We have a song like that. I don't know. Taksiyle gitmezsen yetişemezsin. You can't be on time if you don't go by taxi. Taksiyle gitmezsen yetişemezsin. I never used taxi actually. Bisiklet. Bicycle. Bisiklet. Now you can rent bicycles around the city, especially in Istanbul. Bisiklet. You can just use your credit card, buy the bicycles, rent the bicycles, and leave them in another docking station. Okay, our sentence is, when you learn how to ride a bicycle, you won't ever forget. Bisiklet kullanmayı bir defa öğrenince hiç unutmazsın. Bisiklet kullanmayı bir defa öğrenince hiç unutmazsın. That's true. Once I watched a documentary about bikes and they changed the balance of the bike. What I mean by balance, when you move the handlebar, it goes a certain way and you balance your body. And they did something with mechanically and reversed it and no one could ride it anymore. And then after they learned how to ride that reversed one, then the original bike seemed impossible to ride. That is so strange about the balance in our brain. Weird stuff. Anyway, our next word is araba. Araba. Car. Araba. There are a lot of A's here. A. Araba kullanmayı yeni öğrendim. I've just learned how to drive. Araba kullanmayı yeni öğrendim. I like driving. Araba kullanmayı yeni öğrendim. The next word is yürümek. Walking. Yeah. Yürümek. Yürümek. My favorite kind of transportation. Her yere yürüyerek gitmek en sağlıklısı. Going places on foot is the healthiest. Her yere yürüyerek gitmek en sağlıklısı. Yes, our foot is also a mean of transportation and that's the basic one, you know? That's the oldest transportation ever. Motosiklet. Motorcycle. Motosiklet. Motorsiklet. You may notice that sometimes I don't say R's. When we do that a lot when we are talking fast. Büyük şehirlerde motosiklet kullanmak tehlikelidir. Here I did it again. Motosiklet. Riding a motorbike in big cities is very dangerous. Büyük şehirlerde motosiklet kullanmak tehlikelidir. Vapur. One of my favorites. Ferry. Vapur. Vapur. Vapur. İstanbul'da işe vapurla gidip gelmek en iyisidir. It's the best to take ferry to commute in Istanbul. İstanbul'da işe vapurla gidip gelmek en iyisidir. Yeah, it is. İstanbul vapurları are famous. They are famous with seagulls, throwing cement, which is a kind of a Turkish bagel. Not throwing, but feeding the seagulls with cement. And watching the Bosphorus view is the best. Throwing the seagulls like to get sea, no. So if you ever visit Istanbul, go take a tour on the ferry. You won't regret that, okay? That's on me. Okay, well done. In this lesson, you learned about forms of transportation. And if you want to learn more, click the link in the description and sign up for free at turkishclass101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you will need daily live conversations. And write comments in Turkish to practice. Here, write just in Turkish. Try to write in Turkish, okay? That will help you. And you can ask each other and comment each other in Turkish. Okay? I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I will see you next time. Güle güle. Hoşça kalın. Görüşürüz. Bye. What else? I don't know. Okay. I will take myself out. You can go. I'll go.
Up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.
Herkese merhaba, ben Zehra. Bu bayram halk arasında Şeker Bayramı olarak da bilinir. Bir ay tutulan orucu takiben 3 gün boyunca kutlanır. Bir tür ay takvimi olan Hicri takvime göre her yıl değişen zamanlarda kutlanır. Bayramdan bir önceki güne Arife denir ve yarım gün resmi tatildir. Bu derste Ramazan Bayramı'nın genel anlamını ve Türk gelenekleriyle nasıl kutlandığını öğreneceksiniz. Ramazan Bayramı sadece Türkiye'de halk arasında Şeker Bayramı olarak da anılır. Peki bu polemik yaratan isim farklılığının sebebi nedir? Cevabı bu videonun sonunda göstereceğiz. İslam inancına göre kutsal olan Ramazan ayı boyunca oruç tutulur. Ramazan ayında Müslümanların gün doğmadan önce yedikleri yemeğe sahur denir. Sahur vakti de hicri takvime göre her gün değiştiği için Türkiye'de sokaklardan geçen Ramazan davulcularıyla duyurulur. Gün sonunda yenen yemekle oruç açılır. Bu yemeğe iftar denir. İstanbul'da iftar, ezan sesleri eşliğinde Sultanahmet Meydanı'nda atılan topla duyurulur. Meydanlara halk için iftar çadırları kurulur. Ramazan bayramının ilk gününde erkekler camilerde bayram namazı kılar. Namazdan sonra ise hutbe okunur. Daha sonra aileler bayram ziyaretine çıkar. Yakın akrabalar ve aile dostları sırasıyla ziyaret edilir. Bu ziyaretlerde genellikle misafirlere rahatlamak için kolonya veya gül suyu sunulur. Bazı evlerde önden likörle çikolata, lokum veya badem şekeri ikram edilir. Yakın akrabaların evlerinde neredeyse tüm gün süren bir yemek ziyafeti olur. Bayramda erken kalkılır. En yeni, temiz kıyafetler giyilir. Bakımlı olmak önemlidir. Bu yüzden erkekler bayram tıraşına giderler. Çocuklara çeşitli hediyeler, örneğin bayramlık adı verilen yeni kıyafetler her ailenin bütçesi el verdiğince alınır. Ailenin büyükleri ellerini öpen çocuklara bayram harçlığı verirler. Bu genelde çocuk 18 yaşına gelip reşit olana kadar devam eder. Mahalle çocukları gruplar halinde kapı kapı dolaşarak şekerleme toplarlar. Şeker bayramında ailenin büyükleri çocuklara harçlıkları mendil içinde verirler. Bu geleneğin amacı çocuğun herkesin önünde para almaktan mahcup olmamasını sağlamak içindir. Ve şimdi size deminki quizin cevabını vereceğim. Ramazan bayramı sadece Türkiye'de halk arasında şeker bayramı olarak da anılır. Peki bu tartışma yaratan isim farklılığının sebebi nedir? Bu tartışma şeker kelimesinin bayramın dini içeriğini yansıtmadığını savundan ortaya çıkmıştır. Aslında şeker kelimesi Osmanlıca'da yazılışı benzeyen şükürden gelir. Oruç, Tanrı'ya şükretme ibadeti olarak görüldüğünden şükür bayramı da denirdi. Daha sonra şekerleme satan seyyar satıcıların da artmasıyla değişerek şeker bayramı adını almıştır. Bu dersi nasıl buldunuz? İlginç bir şeyler öğrendiniz mi? Dini bayramlarda sizin ülkenizde misafirlere neler ikram edilir? turkishclass101.com'a yorumlarınızı bırakın. Bir sonraki derse görüşmek üzere. Bye bye.
Hey everyone, welcome to the monthly review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is, can busy people actually learn a language? You yourself probably have an answer to this question, right? But whether you can or can't actually has a bit more to do with your mindset than anything else. And in this guide, you'll discover, 1, is it possible for busy people to learn a language and the mindset needed? 2, mental bandwidth, the one thing that can make or break your language goals. And 3, 5 mindset tricks to make time for language. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Talking Online PDF cheat sheet. Learn the must-know internet slang and all the internet-related vocab and phrases in your target language with this PDF cheat sheet. And second, the 40 words and phrases for ordering food writing workbook. With this free resource, you'll pick up must-know words and phrases for the restaurant and practice writing them out as well. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Can busy people actually learn a language? Part 1. Is it possible for busy people to learn a language and the mindset needed? So, can busy people actually learn a language? What do you think? Leave us a comment and let us know. As much as we want to say yes, it's more of a yes or no depending on the person. Why yes? Yes, because many of our members are busy and are learning with our system. And some of you who are watching also fall into this camp. But it also depends on the person because it's more of a mindset thing. Either you think you have time or you don't. For example, many of our members fall into the group of can learn and can find the time, even if they're busy. If you're busy and still want to learn, if you look around, you can always find 5 or 10 minutes a day, like on a commute. Now, if your mindset is the opposite, if you think you can't learn a language or you don't have time, you won't even try, even if you had a resource that was proven to work. Part 2. Mental bandwidth, the one thing that can make or break your language goals. And if you think about it, if you had all the time in the world but felt like you couldn't learn a language, you wouldn't try either. Again, this is why it comes down to the mindset and why it all depends on each individual person. Either you think you can or you think you can't. But it may not always be this black and white either. It can also depend on your mental bandwidth too. Think back to your school days, those few days before exams. It got really busy and you had to stop everything to study, right? You were probably thinking, if I can just get through studying this week and take the test, then next week I can finally start relaxing and doing other things. And if someone asked you if you wanted to hang out, you would say no, because you're busy. But chances are you still managed to spend at least 30 minutes on YouTube or social media. Meaning you did have some time, even if you were busy. But the test was occupying your mind and taking up all that bandwidth. So it's also possible that we just don't have the mental bandwidth because we're overwhelmed. And this is a genuine reason for not being able to learn when you're busy. Don't worry, in the next part, we'll show you how to get some bandwidth so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Part 3. 5 mindset tricks to make time for language. So if you've gotten this far, you understand that it is possible to start learning a language, even if you're busy, that you can find the time, but it mostly comes down to your mindset. So how can you develop the mindset? So when you're too busy, it feels like you're overwhelmed and like you don't have control of your time. Well, there are a few things you can do to gain some control of your time, have some breathing room, and learn a bit of language. First, always set small, measurable goals. This is something that we talk a lot about here. For example, learn for 10, 15, or 20 minutes every day. Learn 100 words in 1 month, which means learning 3 to 4 words a day. And the mindset behind this is just being realistic with your goals and what you can do. Because if you're busy, you may not have 1 or 2 hours. And this is a strict rule, especially when starting out with new goals and languages. Always stick to small, measurable goals. Second, lowering your goals and expectations is okay when things get super busy. If you couldn't learn all 100 words for the month and only got up to 40 or 60, that's okay. If you tried learning on Monday and Tuesday but skipped Wednesday and Thursday, that's okay. Sometimes you have to shift priorities, and prioritizing things is a secret to a successful life. You may not get to the goal you wanted to achieve today, but you can get to it next week. Third, it's okay to put language on pause if life gets in the way. Just like with that last point, you can always come back and reach your goal a little later. We often see learners put language on pause, come back later. Some even come back years later. But the key is to come back. Fourth, avoid the all-or-nothing mindset at all costs. And an all-or-nothing mindset is something you'll see in beginners and perfectionists. When you have this mindset, you'll say, language learning requires hours, so there's no point in learning for a few minutes today. But something is better than nothing, and even 5 to 10 minutes of review adds up in the grand scheme. And in the grand scheme, it's more important to be consistent, even if it's just for a minute a day, rather than study for hours once a week. The brain just doesn't work that way. Fifth, do you have a slowdown or relaxing routine that you do on the weekends or whenever you have free time? And if you didn't do it, you'd feel overwhelmed? Leave us a comment and let us know what it is. For some, it could be reading, watching TV, or going to a cafe and doing nothing for a bit. You're there on your own, you don't have much to do in front of you, even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes. And if you're settled, you start feeling in control. And that's the point you have some mental bandwidth. You can start doing some time management and plan your week out. You can put in a few minutes of language learning. But if you don't slow down and if you feel overwhelmed, you could have the easiest possible way to learn a language, and you still wouldn't do it. So, back to you. If you were busy, do you think you'd be able to learn a language? Leave us a comment. So, thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Do you record yourself speaking your target language? If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye!
Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Hello, merhaba, I'm Seda. Ben Seda. Welcome to turkishclass101.com. Today we'll talk about how to greet people in Turkish. So the highs and hellos are the basics, the most basic stuff in any language. And there are some nuances to learn to sound more like natives. And today we'll talk about those small nuances as well. So I'll give you a lot of tips. The first one, the basic one, is merhaba. Merhaba. Hello. Merhaba. The thing is, Turkish, the modern Turkish is coming from Old Turkish, the Ottoman Turkish, which is a mixture of Turkish, Persian, and Arabic, and some words we have from Arabic, and merhaba is one of them. In Arabic it means hello again. The word is marhaban. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right in Arabic, and it means the root of this word means to widen, to have a relief, and to say merhaba actually means that I wish you, relief, I wish you wellness. So it's come from that word, wideness, that deep breath. So next time you say merhaba, think about that and send your good thoughts to other person. The other thing about merhaba, sometimes we use it as merhabalar, merhabalar. It's something like hellos or highs. You say it if you see more than one person. You say hey, hellos, hellos to you. It's something like that. It's okay if you say just merhaba, but generally we say merhabalar, hi to you all. It's like that. And another trick about merhaba, generally in our daily languages, we don't focus on that H word that much. Turkish language is not from the throat. We don't speak from the throat, as in Arabic or Hebrew, or languages like that. So we generally just smoothly say or don't say the word, the sound. Or if we don't make that sound H. So merhaba is like merhaba, merhaba, merhaba. I would just say merhaba. So next time you hear it, don't think about where's that H. We just ate it. Okay, that's it. The second one is naber. Naber. Naber. It's something like what's up? Hey, what's up? It's very, very casual. You wouldn't say that to your boss or your elderly relative or someone you don't know very well. And it's actually two words combined in one. The original one is ne haber. ne haber, which means what news. So it's like, what news? Hey, what's the news? You know, what's up with you? The meaning is like that, but instead of saying ne haber, we just swallow some words and we say naber. Hey, naber. And this is not just for face-to-face conversations. Sometimes if I call someone, I say, hey, naber, instead of saying, if he or she is my really close friend or really, my mom, my, cousin, my husband, I would say just, hey, naber, nasılsın? It's instead of merhaba. Or you can say merhaba, naber, also okay. So, the third one is, it's a long word, selamun aleyküm. Could you get that? Actually, if you're from Arabic speaking countries or from Israel, you would say it easily because this is from Arabic, and since the Arabic and Hebrew is language-wise very similar, I think the Hebrew word for this is shalom aleichem. So it's the same word, shalom aleichem, selamun aleyküm. So let's say it slowly, selamun aleyküm. Selamun aleyküm. And the English translation would be something like, may the peace be upon you. May the peace be upon you. It sounds a little bit epic, I know. The way we use it, actually this is more like when you go to the villages or when you go to a conservative place, you have to say it back in reverse form. Don't forget that. If someone says selamun aleyküm to you, which means may the peace be upon you, you should say aleyküm selam. Like it's I really like this one actually, because someone is sending you their peace and it's like you are holding a mirror and reversing the words, and you are saying, may the peace be upon you. Thank you for sending me the peace, and I'm sending it back. So about the religious background of it, selam, the word selam means peace. Actually, Islam, and the person who believes in Islam, which is Müslüman in Turkish, are the same words. These words are coming from the same root, which is S-L-M, which means peace in Arabic, and shalom, which means peace in Hebrew, also the same. So that's why this has a little bit of conservative religious feeling behind it. It doesn't, for me, it's not necessarily a religious saying. I don't know if you like it. Some people don't like it. I like it. And if you like it, use it. If you don't like it, it would be really rude when you hear it if you don't turn it back. If you don't say aleyküm selam, that would be kind of rude. You don't have to say this by yourself. You can just say merhaba. But if someone says selamun aleyküm, you would say aleyküm selam. And this gesture is generally how you use it. You put your generally right hand on your heart and you say selamun aleyküm, and they say aleyküm selam. So that's it. The third one is, actually, you know this one because it's selam. If the previous one is too complicated for you, then you can just use selam, which means peace. Just say selam, selam, selam, like peace. And you can mix it with other words. Merhaba, selam. We can just use it together. Or selam, naber, it's like peace, what's up? We use it like that. This is more like more modern, and we use it without the religious or conservative context. And all the people, like everybody uses it. Selam, selam, selam, selam. You can use it on the phone like selam, selam, hey. So don't forget to use selam. Okay, the next one is, this is a very specific time. Hello. It's good morning. It's günaydın. Günaydın. Günaydın. Günaydın. Good morning. So, you know, you use this whenever you use good morning, of course in the morning. Just know this, günaydın means that the day is bright. So it's actually two words. Gün means day, aydın means bright. So you put them together and it makes günaydın. It's like all the greeting words in Turkish. It's like a good, you are sending a good vibe, you are sending good wishes, like may your day be bright, may your day be blessed, or maybe in, you know, the peace be upon you. It's like all, you are sending good wishes and you are getting good wishes. It's very important to send these good wishes to other people. So next time, if you get up and or you are outside in the morning and you see someone, you say günaydın. Okay, the next one is tünaydın. Tünaydın. Good afternoon. Tünaydın. This is this is a weird word that we don't actually use a lot, and I don't use it actually. So you may be asking why you are using it, because we use this word as a like as a joke. Because tün, this is this is like the previous word günaydın. Tün, this one is tün plus aydın. It makes tünaydın. It means that the literal translation is this: may your roosting time bright. So it's funny. I don't know why we say it, but maybe may your roosting time bright. Because it's funny, we are not using it anymore, but it's a classical joke of Turkish teachers. If you're at school and you're like, when you're listening, you're getting a little bit sleepy and you put your head on the desk, and for example, the teacher calls my name, he says Seda, and I'm like, what's going on? And the teacher says tünaydın Seda, meaning that you were sleeping and you just woke up. It's like günaydın, like as if it's in the morning, but I'm sleeping and it's not in the morning and I'm not in my bed. So it's like tünaydın, come on, don't sleep. So we use it in this context instead of saying tünaydın, but it's okay if you say tünaydın. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you say tünaydın, it would be proper, but it would be a little bit weird. So don't say it or say it, I don't know. Anyway, the other one is iyi akşamlar. İyi akşamlar. It's good evening. İyi akşamlar. So iyi means good. Akşamlar means evenings. It's in plural form. So you say this obviously in the evening time. You use it not the you wouldn't say this if someone is going to bed. You would use it if you're at work and you're going home, and you would call your colleagues and you would say, hey, iyi akşamlar, see you tomorrow, yarın görüşürüz. So iyi akşamlar. And this is a format. You can use iyi akşamlar or iyi. The next one is günler. It's like good days. İyi günler. İyi günler. Good days. You can say this in the morning, in the afternoon, till it's dark. You can say iyi günler. After it's dark, you would say iyi akşamlar. So, good days and good evenings. And if you are going to sleep, if someone is going to sleep, you would say iyi geceler. İyi geceler. Good nights. İyi geceler. Again, it's nights. Geceler. It's plural in Turkish. So let's repeat it. It's iyi günler. Good days. İyi akşamlar. Good evenings. And iyi geceler. Good nights. So you can use it, for example, for good. You want to say like someone is going to holiday, and you would say good holidays. That's the literal translation. In Turkish, you would say iyi, again good, tatiller. İyi tatiller. Good holidays. İyi tatiller. So that's how you say your greetings or goodbyes. And a little bit more old school or conservative way to say these things is to use another word. Instead of iyi, good, you would use hayırlı. Hayırlı. Hayır means like good deeds. Hayırlı means blessed with good deeds. It has a religious feeling in it. So I wouldn't say religious, but like with good intention. In Turkish, some words have more. When I say conservative, it's not a. It's hard to explain, but it's more like a more spiritual. That's a better word. It's more spiritual. So when I say hayırlı günler, I wish you from my heart hayırlı, like blessed days. Let's say hayırlı günler. Hayırlı günler. Blessed days. So this hayır, you may know this word. Hayır. Hayır means two things. One is no, and the other is hayır, like good deed. So in this case, hayırlı günler means good, blessed days, not no days. Okay? So keep in mind. And as iyi günler or iyi geceler, iyi tatiller, you can use hayırlı with other nouns as well. Let's see. Hayırlı geceler. It's like hayırlı geceler. Hayırlı geceler. Blessed nights. Or hayırlı akşamlar. Hayırlı akşamlar. Like blessed blessed nights. And I think that's it for now. And before I go, let me give you some gesture-wise tips about how Turkish people greet each other. If we know someone very well, we kiss them. Yeah, we kiss them on both cheeks. I wouldn't say kiss. Like if this were a person, like this is a head, we make the kissing sound and we are like we touch our cheeks to each other. And while we are doing it, we can pat on the back or we can hug, but not two, not one, not three. It's just 2 kisses on the cheek. And be careful about this. If you don't know each other very well, you may just shake hands. You know, if it's a business meeting and they would say hey, hey, and you wouldn't kiss, you would just shake hands. This is a, you know, if like with close friends or family, or if your close friend is introducing another close friend, you know, the environment is really friendly and you may kiss the person. And so be careful about the handshake. Some religious or conservative people may not like it. If you're a man and shaking another man's hand, it's okay. If you're a woman and you are shaking another woman's hand, it's again okay. But if they don't like it, they would pull their hand back, and don't be offended by it. It's just their way of conserving themselves, I think. So if you don't know the person, if you know it's a total stranger and you don't know how they are, how they live, you would just wait for a second. After you say your hellos and your greetings, you would wait a second, and you can watch if they are, you know, showing their hand. If it's a woman, if you're a man and if it's a woman in front of you and she's, you know, getting ready to shake your hand, it's okay, then you can shake it. Or vice versa. If you're a man, if you're a woman and that's a man in front of you, like if he's showing his hand, then it's okay, you can shake it. If not, you know, don't push it, don't offend any people, just respect, and you can just do this. Always, it's okay. Put your right hand on your heart and you can say merhaba or selamun aleyküm or just selam. Then it's okay, then you don't offend anyone. So, and one more thing, actually this is very new, I'm not sure about the context, but some young men and male teenagers, they do this, they shake their head on each other. I'm alone here, so I can't show it, but they, when they're together, it's like kissing cheeks, but they don't kiss, they just hit their foreheads like that. I don't know why they do it, but I've never seen a woman doing it. It's just a man. So if you see something like that, don't be surprised. I think that's it with all the gestures I can remember right now. So I hope you like this lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them below and you can ask anything. I will see you next time. Bye. Görüşürüz.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description. Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is how to learn a language in 2022. If you're planning to learn a language in 2022, then this episode is for you, especially if you want to finally succeed with your New Year's resolution, instead of failing or giving up in the next week or two. That's why today you'll discover 1. The 4 critical steps you need to take when learning a new language, and 2. How to set goals and New Year's resolutions that won't fail you in 2022. But first, if you're looking for some free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Using Opposites Conversation Cheat Sheet. With this new cheat sheet, you'll learn common opposite adjectives like near and far, hot and cold, and grammar rules on how to use these words in a sentence. Second, the How to Say Goodbye PDF Writing Workbook. With this printable PDF, you'll pick up some common parting greetings and be able to practice writing them out. Third, Can you talk about cars in your target language? Learn how to say words like tire, windshield, headlights, and more with this quick vocab bonus. Fourth, must know words and phrases for public transportation. Learn how to say ticket, bus, train, and much more with this quick 1-minute lesson. Fifth, the 10 habits of highly effective language learners. Wondering which habits will help you succeed with language learning? Then check out this free lesson. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. How to learn a language in 2022. Part 1. The 4 critical steps you need to take when learning a new language. Every time you start a new language, you should start with 1. Goals, 2. Anchor points, 3. Grammar, 4. Reading. What are these 4 steps, and why do you need them to succeed with language learning? Let's jump in. The first one is goals. Everything starts with a goal, but your goal itself can also lead you to failure if you don't set it the right way. So more specifically, you need to set small, measurable, monthly goals instead of just, I want to learn a language and be fluent this year. We'll cover goals in the second part of this episode, so stay tuned. After goals, the second step is setting anchor points. What are anchor points? Imagine a small ship in the middle of a big lake. It's windy, lots of waves, and the ship is bobbing up and down, drifting all around. What would you use to stop the ship from drifting away? An anchor. And just like an anchor keeps the ship in place, anchor points keep you from drifting away from your language. So an anchor point is a connection to the language that keeps you attached to the language and motivated to learn the language. One great example is language school. Imagine you signed up and paid thousands of dollars up front. Paying that much would motivate you to make the most of your time there. It's also a big commitment, one that you can't easily back out of. And school dictates your schedule. You have to wake up early, you have to do homework. Your life revolves around the classes. And as such, language school and the language itself become anchor points that your life revolves around. Anchor points can also be family or a partner that speaks the language you're learning. You're around them, you're exposed to the language, so your motivation to learn gets a bit stronger. Buying a language learning program or textbook are also examples of good anchor points. You invested your hard-earned money, which means you're serious about learning. Plus, you want to make sure your investment doesn't go to waste, so you're more motivated. If you're wondering if you have any anchor points, you already have at least one. You're watching our lessons on YouTube. But the more anchor points you have, the stronger your motivation will be. So if you're into music or TV shows in your target language, those can serve as anchor points too. These are things that connect you to the language and add a bit of motivation to learn more, or at the very least, understand what you're watching or listening to. We covered goals and anchor points. What's next? The third step is you must have a good grasp of grammar of your native language. Now, you might wonder, if you're learning a new language, why focus on your native language? Well, as native speakers, the problem is we know what good grammar sounds like, but we can't explain how or why our language works the way it works. So if you don't have a good grasp of grammar, the backbone or the rules of a language, then you'll have a tough time learning a new language. You'll jump in and start learning words and phrases, but you'll never learn how to put them together and make sentences. That's a common problem beginners have. Now, if you already know the grammar of your native language, how do you apply that to your target language? For example, if you're an English speaker, and if you know that English sentences follow the subject, verb, object pattern, and if you know that languages have specific sentence patterns, then you'd go look at patterns. Then you'd have a good idea of how to create your own sentences, instead of learning random words first. Finally, the fourth step is reading. Reading is good simply because you can do it anywhere, anytime, and without a teacher. It's a skill you can get started on day one, on your own. Reading also tends to spill over into other areas. The more you read, the more words and grammar rules you come across, so you boost your vocabulary and grammar, which can seep into speaking and listening. If you read out loud, you're practicing 2 skills at once. Now, we've covered what you need: goals, anchor points, reading, and grammar. Setting anchor points, knowing your own grammar, and reading are simple enough, but how do you set goals that don't lead you to failure? Part 2. How to set goals and New Year's resolutions that won't fail you in 2022. The goal that you set can make or break your language learning journey. So setting the right goals makes all the difference between success and failure. Just think about all of the common New Year's resolutions. What comes to mind? Goals like, I want to be fluent someday. I want to speak the language. I want to lose weight. I want to save more money. These big, vague goals often lead to failure because you simply have no idea how to approach the goal and you don't know what you're aiming for. Instead, your goals should be small, measurable, and monthly. For example, speak 1 minute of conversation by the end of the month. Learn 100 words by the end of the month. Finish Chapter 1 of your language textbook by the end of the month. If you're using our program, finish 20 audio lessons by the end of the month. All of these are small and specific. 1 minute, 100 words, 1 chapter, 20 audio lessons. This means that they're easy to reach, unlike something vague like fluency. They're also measurable. You know when you reach 1 minute. You can check if you know all 100 words or if you finished all 20 lessons. If you aim for fluency, you won't know when you hit it. It's too vague and too big of a goal, and it may take years to hit. Finally, all of these goals have a deadline, the end of the month. That would mean January 31st of this year. Deadlines give you a clear date to aim for, and without one, you'll forever be floating around without much progress. So set a deadline for the end of every month. So now that you know how to set small, measurable monthly goals, leave us a comment. What's your small, measurable monthly goal, and what's the deadline? So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Turkish ebook before it's gone.